Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today it's finally here. Today is the day. It's the Blackstone very first pellet grill, an extra large 22-inch omnivore griddle combo. It's a Lowe's exclusive. If you guys want to see our first thoughts, our seasoning process, and what we really think about it, stay tuned, because here we go. And just like that, it is put together. A smile on my face to say the least. I think putting it together, as my wife can say, sucked. Maybe we're just not the world's greatest equipment putter togethers, but we finally got it done. Definitely recommend two people. I know some people say they got it knocked out in 15 minutes and it only took one person. It's heavy. It's a big unit. It all comes together. Take your time and eventually you'll get there. It just takes a lot of pressure, the moving and twinging of the units to get it together for the screws to line up. It can get tough sometimes. All right. First glance, first look, I'm smiling ear to ear. We just got done cooking on the 22-inch Blackstone Adventure Ready. So just a natural transition to the 22-inch griddle here. I can show you this right here. This is the Omnivore Edition. We've had one of these in the past. If you look underneath it, it's got the supports to help it from warping. And this also has wind guards. On my other Blackstone, I struggle because of the wind. So hopefully this will help with the wind. Pretty excited about that. Two ignition system. And then it's got your igniter right here. It's got the reinforced hood. I haven't checked the manual out, but I'm assuming it's the same like as the other one, that you probably don't want to use the hood more than, you know, melting cheese or something like that. It might even say don't use the hood at all. I cannot remember exactly. But the 22 inches right here, we got the side table that folds down.
You gotta move the paper towel.
Gotta move the paper towel holder. Paper towel holder here, check. Trash bag holder here, check. And the shelf folds down. Big fan of that, especially when it comes to storage. Typically when I do my reviews, I like it start from the bottom, work my way up. And it comes on all four caster wheels and they all four lock. Absolutely pumped about that because we will no doubt be moving this back and forth a lot. It's got a huge bottom shelf that puts everything together. Got a little side shelf right here. You can put stuff right there. It just kind of magnetizes right there. Same thing on this side. There's your propane tank, propane holder. It's already attached. No big deal about that. It is a different system with the propane tank holder. I hope I did it right, but it seems like it worked for me. It's very solid. Hooks right here. They seem pretty flimsy, but they're going to hold. And then the shelf. I'm pretty excited about the shelf. It automatically locks. You got two hitches right here. I really, really, really like that design. Okay, moving on up to the east side.
Oh, hang on, I gotta get...
Ooh, I heard some
I'm getting old.
cracks on that one. The pellet hopper, we got the primer, we're about to turn that on. Open the hood, see what it's all about. It's got a rolling door. Far cry from the doors we've been using lately, but
it is
nice for you.
It's nice for me because I mean, some of our pellet grills, I mean, I can barely open the hood.
Are heavy. Huge cast iron grates. I kind of like that. I wish some of my other pellet smokers had those, just to break it apart a little bit. Here's the heat diffuser. It's just a V-shaped. The instructions said to put aluminum foil on here, so we did exactly what the instructions said. I haven't deviated from it at all. Just want to make sure it's in there properly. You got a lip right here and it sits. All your grease will funnel right there. Let's see if we can show it from the back side. Your grease management system is underneath here. Your thermometer for this unit is right here. And the firebox is right in the middle. But with that heat diffuser plate, that might be a helping system. I know my pit boss, where the fire plot's at, it does get hot. So I'm assuming that's the purpose of this. 880 square inches of pellet grilling space. With that, it comes with these shelves. There's many ways that it can happen. You can pull them out. You can have double space. You can put it up out of the way, come underneath, store them like that, and you can actually make them level if you needed to. Coming from the back, you see a good representation of what I was talking about. You got your grease management system here. That's your grease cup and a grease cup liner. Then here's your grease bucket, and that catches your grease from your pellet smoker. You have a screwed in kind of like a spring-loaded hinge. That's your pellet dump. And then you have a power button for your smoker. Before we turn that on, we need to
season the griddle.
Close. Yes. Fill it with pellets. When it comes to pellet of choice, lately I've been on this kick with a Pit Boss charcoal blend. It's got a hickory and charcoal flavor notes. And I'm using the B&B. If you guys are not familiar, that we've opened another channel or started another channel not too long ago called Pellets and Pits. Ironically, this is why there's so much love for this smoker right now, is because, or this unit, is because of what we've done personally. Between the Flat Top King and Pellets and Pits, it just felt like a natural fit to be in our possession, and I cannot wait to use it. Especially being Blackstone's, from my understanding, first pellet grill. I'm super excited to try it out. We probably should start this off by saying I bought it 100% out of my back pocket. Lowe's military discount for the win. Here we go. Loading up it with pellets. I'm going to do like 50-50. I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, you didn't mix up the pellets up completely. To be honest with you, we do Traeger, Pit Boss, Lone Star. Now we have Blackstone. We've used multiple brands of pellets with different flavor offerings. It's not that big of a deal. So especially if we're going to season it, we're going to be burning the pellets anyways. And the flavor profile or the system of way the pellets were put in there is not going to matter a hill of beans. The way it funnels down, it will be fine. Here we go. I'm excited. I am excited. All right, power button on.
Should we take the stickers off? Yes, no. Not
Nah.
yet.
Prime. Press the prime for 3 seconds. I think you're supposed to do this until you hear the pellets drop in. You can see that your glow plug is working very nicely, and now we got pellets dumping in. To be honest with you, it took a little bit longer than expected. I didn't expect it to take that long. Roughly 2 to 3 minutes.
Maybe 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Pressing the button.
Yeah, it said to hold down for 3 seconds, so I assume it's going to happen fast. I just read the instructions wrong. Not a big deal. It's working. We're good to go. I'm going to put it back together, and that way it gives you at least an idea of what it looks like underneath. So there's your burn pot. It doesn't look like there's an ash clean out at all. So you're going to have to be able to clean this out manually, which is fine. It's just another part of it. We actually found a probe port. So right here's a probe port. I'm going to hook it up to here. I just like to double check everything, especially when it's brand new. We're going to place it somewhere right in the middle. It's really not going to matter. Remember, their thermometer's there, this thermometer is here. Kind of just gives us a quick idea of what kind of temperatures we're shooting. All right, there's a first look at the Blackstone app. The grill temperature is 149. You can see it right there, set up wirelessly with Bluetooth. Happened pretty quick. You get to name your grill. There's the probe ports right there. You can actually set targets and alarms. You can add timers. You can add notifications. Tap to set. The grill's 180. We can go to 250. Set temp. Pretty neat. Alrighty, while everything's heating up, width-wise, we're looking about 80 to 81 inches. That's with the side table up. And it's about 36 inches inside the griddle, which is about normal for all the rest of them. All right, we also noticed that the exhaust is back here. See if we can move this out for you to see. There's where the pellet smoke has been rolling out. Kind of different, not a big deal. And then the griddle. The one thing I'm not going to do today is season the griddle. I think we've seasoned enough griddles in the past to know what the steps are if you're new to this channel or new to us or new to griddle cooking in general. It's a really easy process. Soap and water the first time, just get all the debris off there. Then after that, thin coats of oil. I like to use either avocado or grapeseed. I've been on the grapeseed oil kick lately. This reminds me exactly like my original one. You can go and fill that if you want to. And how smoother
It is
that
very
is.
smooth.
Yeah, it's a lot smoother than original Blackstone. There's something they put on this griddle to keep it a lot knocked down, so we won't be sanding or grinding or stoning or anything. So just some good soapy water, and then we'll check the temps to see how even cooking this is. Oh yeah, easy peasy. All right, we're letting it heat up for 10 minutes on high, and then we'll start the seasoning process. I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, the Flat Top King. Flat Top King, thanks for reaching out. Just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Listen, shameless plug. We have our seasonings available. If you guys not checked them out yet, you can check them out at theflattopking.com. Now you see my passion, my understanding, and like when this bad boy was announced that it was released, I was trying to like buy it through the phone that second. I couldn't. I had to wait, and then all of a sudden the stores around here didn't have it. We bought it online, and then I found out that my local stores had it, and I already bought it online. It was a disaster. I could not get it fast enough. You guys know that we came out with Smash That and Shake That, all-purpose seasoning, salt, butter, garlic, and pepper. Smash That is great on beef and burgers. A lot of people will be finding different ways to use it. And then recently we came out with Q That, which is our barbecue seasoning. Ironically, since now Blackstone's in the pellet grill game, that we have burger, all-purpose, and Q That. If you buy all three, they're on sale as we speak. Thank you, Flat Top King, for sponsoring this video. Or should I say Tennessee Stud?
I was going to say, are we going to address that sweatshirt at all today?
Absolutely not. What's the address? It was made for, I mean, this is perfectly
We actually
said.
got it in Gatlinburg. For those of you that don't know, we live about 45 minutes away from Gatlinburg.
Last year.
Yep. It was at a
And-
moonshine place.
All right, like I said, flattopking.com. You guys check those out. Alrighty, we're 3 coats in is exactly what I expected. Typically, on the Blackstones, you run hot in the middle and the exterior is extremely light. This is no different, whether it be the Omnivore or the other griddles. On my other 22-inch, I put it in the oven so it can season all the way around it. I actually might do that on this one. But this, even though it's a 22-inch griddle, is actually bigger than the other 22-inch griddle. To give you an idea, they both measure the same width, about 22 3/4. My other one measures 16.5 from top to bottom, depth-wise. This measures about 20.5 to 20 1/4, so roughly 90 more square inches on the same 22-inch. So you actually get a little bit more cooking space on here. Smoker's rolling nicely. Obviously there's nothing in it. We can't tell anything about smoke or anything like that. But there's my thermometer. There's their thermometer. And we're only off about 18 to 20 degrees. We're going to continue to season this, put a couple more coats down, call that quits. They say the sides will darken up over time. I've never had that luck. None of my sides have ever darkened up over time. So that's just a part of it. Depends on what oil you use and all that stuff. So a couple coats more to go on that, and then we'll give our final thoughts and the quality and all that stuff. Now we're going to do the seasoning process just like the manual says. So we're going to do 350 for 20 minutes. And then from there, we're going to adjust it up to 450 for 35 minutes. We are losing light drastically, so I thought I'd go ahead and finish up the video. There's really not much else that I would have shown you anyways. Just to recap, we're still in the seasoning process for the smoker. And also our griddle is done seasoning. As you guys know, typically when we christen any griddle, the first thing we put on there is
Some sort of cheesesteak.
and then we have to include the smoker. I have a fantastic idea lined up, and we will get that started tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic, I promise you that. Some things of note just for the cooking apparatus itself. It seems like it's taken a long time for this to heat up, whether it be at 225, 250, or 350. It's taken forever. That's a part of it. We'll see what happens as it goes on. The griddle responded exactly the same way the 4-burner did. I know that there's already been some mentions online that they wish the griddle was bigger. That it's hard to justify the price point with a small griddle and a pellet smoker from Blackstone. Why wouldn't you just buy 2 of them separately? We don't know yet. You know, that's the whole point of buying one for us, is to give it our personal beliefs. And that's what we're going to do. I have no idea how the Blackstone pellet smoker is going to react. I don't know if it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent, but I'm excited to try it out to give you guys the feedback. I think the build quality on this is a little bit more than I expected. Typically with other Blackstones that I've had, more of a wobbly note, but this doesn't feel like that. It did take me and the wife to put it together a little bit longer than probably most. The pellet opera's here. It's got a window. I didn't even mention that. You can see the pellets in there. It'll be interesting to see if there's like a low pellet notification or anything like that on our app. The app's on my phone, so it's extremely hard to film and show you the phone at the same time. I'm super excited to play with the pellet part of it. If you guys want to see a lot of videos on the pellet smoking itself, remember we have pelletsandpits.com. We struggled with even like what channel to launch this on, but since we started with the Flat Top King, we thought, and Blackstone, but then we thought it'd be a nice way to launch it back on the Flat Top King. A lot of the recipes that we'll use will still mainly be focused on the griddle. Throw some smoking in there to offset the griddle, but mainly if we're going to use the smoker and it's smoker heavy, then we'll put that on Pellets and Pits.
On the Pellets and Pits YouTube channel.
Yes. Other than that, I mean, I think it's like anything else. You know, you got to justify why you need it. You know, where's it going? It looks like, for 80 inches, for some people, this might be the absolute perfect unit because space is limited. There's only 2 or 3 of you. Like I mentioned, that 22 inch is bigger than the other one, so that gives you more real estate space. And if I'm just guessing, I think 2 to 3 briskets, depending on how they're trimmed, can fit easily on here. Then you got your top rack that can fold out, and you can easily fit, racks of ribs and stuff like that on there. So the pellet smoker itself is definitely not the small part of the unit. Impressed by its size. I think it's going to work out fine. And that's kind of like my first thoughts. I'm super excited to deal with it. It's not going to take long to get used to the corks here and there, and then we'll show you guys what we really think and give you our thoughts once we have a couple cooks under the belt. But other than that, that's it for today, because we are losing light fast. If you guys are interested, we have a join button down below. It's your membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. And because of you guys for hitting that join button, it's able to help us be able to purchase things like this to give the feedback that you guys need. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. You can check us out on theflattopking.com. You can check us out on the Griddle Group on Facebook, because ironically, that is where this unit right here is getting a ton of attention. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share with your friends. Until next time. Peace!